So here are some of the ways that a person might be testing your social maturity when they just meet you. And if you're feeling like somehow people are not treating you as equals, then this is a good place to start. This first test is very important because it pretty much determines how the entire group sees you. And this is especially important if the people are older than you. If you mess this up, people will either challenge what you say a lot or just write you off completely. This is the depth test. When you're initially joining a group, there will come a time when the group will pause and listen to what you will have to say. And depending on how well thought out your thoughts are, that is how much respect that will be given. Because someone that is mature has usually put a lot of thought into what they say. Let's say the question is, what's your take on having mask or no mask? The first response can be, I can see points on both sides, and even though everyone's vaccinated, but I still respect the people that want to keep their mask on for safety reasons or for family. But I'm willing to adjust depending on the situation. Versus the second response, which can be, yeah, I prefer to wear a mask. Can you see how there's so much more thought that goes into the first response? And that is what people are looking for when they are assessing social maturity. But this next test is what most people fail the most, but you also get recognized the most if you pass this test. And if you don't understand what's going on, it will actually feel like people are just trying to intimidate you for no reason. This is the tension test. This is where people in the group are deliberately putting a lot of pressure on you, and this can be eye contact, this can be different things trying to challenge you in different ways, and this is the stage where people are trying to see, do you see yourself as an equal within the group? So an example can be when I was playing basketball once, I was on the court, everyone's new, and this person came up and just stared me down for like 10 seconds. I stared right back and neither of us said anything. But I'm willing to bet that if I did not do that, I will have a target on my back for the rest of the game. And not all attention tests are going to be that aggressive, but watch out for when people are putting pressure on you. What you want to do is hold your ground. It's simple, but it's hard. And this next test is how people determine if you're fake or not. If other people can sense that you are trying to fake something, you start to lose trust. This is the challenge test. This is when people ask you a lot of questions because they don't fully trust you yet. But you just have to be patient and answer all their questions. What you're really doing here is gaining their trust. The next test is what prevents you from being treated like a doormat. What do you think is the difference that separates a doormat from a, non-doormat? This is principles. Everyone should have some degree of boundaries to protect themselves. Some people would like for other people to pronounce their name correctly. People would want others to return the things that they have borrowed. But they all have set boundaries so that they can protect themselves. If you don't have any, you will be treated like a doormat. An example can be someone that keeps calling you shy or quiet every time they see you until you stop them. And they keep on pushing until they can feel your principles. And this actually kind of relates to the last test, where you're showing other people that you're a moral and respectable person. Have you ever felt like by one single joke or statement, everyone could turn on you? That is the power of a value test. In this test, they were basically trying to see if you're morally a decent person. Are you a racist? Do you hate women? Do you like to make fun of disabled people? And all these things are major turnoffs for people that are trying to make friends with each other. So if you don't align on this value test, then eventually you will be excluded. So let me know what you guys think, and if you have found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. I've also made another video on if you don't want to be excluded as like an outsider, so you can check that out. But with that, take care and I'll talk to you guys next time.